so good.
My God is so good to me. Feeling good down in my soul.
God is so good.
Said I'm feeling good down in my soul.
God is so good.
Feeling good down in my soul.
God is so good.
My God is so good to me. In my time of trouble,
God is so good.
I said in my time of trouble,
God is so good.
in my time of trouble,
God is so good.
my God is so good to me. When the day is over,
God is so good.
when the day is over,
God is so good.
when the day is over,
God is so good.
my God is so good to me. In my time of triumph, God is so good. In my time of triumph,
God is so good.
in my time of triumph,
God is so good.
my God is so good to me. Every day and every way, God is so good. I say every day and every way,
God is so good.
when I take the time to praise the Spirit,
God is so good.
my God is so good to me. I said every day and every way, God is so good. Every day and every way,
God is so good.
when I take the time to praise the Spirit,
God is so good.
my God is so good to me. I said, I got up this morning singing.
God is so good.
I got up this morning singing.
God is so good.
I got up this morning singing.
God is so good.
My God is so, my God is so, my God is so good to me.
Yeah. Good morning. Let's all stand and sing, I trust in God.
I'm thankful, so grateful. I am one in the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I'm thankful, so grateful. I am one in the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I surrender, I surrender. I am one in the Spirit all around me. I surrender, I surrender. I trust in God. I surrender, I surrender. I am one in the Spirit all around me. I surrender, I surrender. I trust in God. I am alive, I am alive, I am alive in this world. I am alive, I am alive, I am alive in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright, and I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. You are alive, you are alive,
Good morning. Good morning to everybody here in the room. Welcome to Unity Church of Overland Park. Welcome to everyone that's in our online balconies of Facebook and YouTube this morning. It's great to see with you, to be with all of you. I'm Reverend Eileen Stulak. I'm the Associate Minister of Operations here at the ministry, and I was gone for a week's vacation. It's always good to have my first day back be here, ready to be here with you on a Sunday morning.
We're glad to have you back.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming back.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Sure. Ask me about 8 hours from now after I dig into the office.
All right. Well, I'm Reverend Jen Hutchins, and it is my pleasure to serve as your Assistant Minister of Community Connections. And I also want to honor and thank those who are up here with us today, Reverend Fred Albers, Millie, Terry, James, Brian, and Lisa working on ASL today. Thank you all so much for helping to make our service special.
And we have the brand new member of our spiritual community to welcome. They're not here just yet, and I'm being a little facetious, but still speaking from my heart, because we just found out this morning that Jasmine Velasco, one of our ASL interpreters, had her baby a couple of days ago. And so baby boy Josue is the name that she and her husband have given to him, and everybody is doing fine to the best of our knowledge. And so it's always wonderful to have that spark of joy just light up one's heart to hear of new life coming into this world. So we're going to open with a prayer. All right. And I mentioned I was away for a week, and it was a time more so of quiet and solitude than not, and yet I can step away from my home, I can step away from my city, I can't step away from the news. It binds us, right? And so I did become aware of just another tragic shooting of children and adults at the school in Minnesota. And so we want to just open our hearts to all that are moving through the grief of that and the loss of that. Excuse me. And about 5 minutes after I saw that news, I went onto my Facebook page and I saw a post from the beautiful poet Amanda Gorton. And I always took her writing to be real with hope, the combination of the two, the reality that might be and the hope of all that can be. And so I thought for our opening prayer for hearts that may be hurting around that particular incident or anything else that's going on in the global world or just in our personal lives, perhaps these words will be soothing to you as well. And so let's first take that moment to turn within to God's presence, acknowledging it active and alive within us, everywhere around us, and always a source of comfort. And Miss Gorman offers that everything hurts, our hearts shadowed and strange, minds made muddied and mute. We carry tragedy, terrifying and true, and yet none of it is new. We knew it as home, as horror, as heritage. Even our children cannot be children, cannot be. Everything hurts. It's a hard time to be alive, and even harder to stay that way. We're burdened to live out these days, while at the same time blessed to outlive them. This alarm is how we know we must be altered, that we must differ or die, that we must triumph or try, that while hate cannot be terminated, it can be transformed into a love that lets us live. May we not just grieve, but give. May we not just ache, but act. May our signed right to bear arms never blind our sight from shared harm. May we choose our children over chaos. May another innocent never be lost. Maybe everything hurts, our hearts shadowed and strange, but only when everything hurts may everything change. And what we know to be true is that we are the agents of change. And in these days when everything might hurt, we can always turn within, open our mouths, and speak together as we always do, one of the most powerful affirming statements of spiritual truth the world has ever been offered. So would you join me in affirming that there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good.
It is in the knowing and the truth of that statement that we hold in our hearts all of the prayer requests that have come through this community this past week. We have a surprisingly large number of folks that are making a transition in their lives to a new home. And so if that is you, we hold you in our hearts. And if it is not you, hold the community in that moving, that transition space in your heart, knowing that the divine is present in every step of that move. And we hold those who are holding loved ones who may be experiencing health challenges. We hold them in our hearts, knowing that the divine is perfect health. That spirit of your loved one is health, is divine, is light and expression. And we know that the spirit is not harmed by any external circumstance. So we hold the knowing of the truth that the divine light in, as, and through each and every one of us collectively. That is the answer to every prayer. Divine light, divine love, divine peace. God, the source of all good. God is the answer to all prayer. We claim that knowing, and it is so, and so it is. Amen.
And so in the midst of some of the harsh realities around us, we can hold true to everything that Reverend Jen just affirmed, and we can always hold on to our vision. Just because there are challenges does not mean the vision does not exist. And so with hearts wide open and power in our voices, let's affirm the joint vision statement of the Unity Movement together, which is a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening.
Thank you, Reverend Eileen, Reverend Jen. Thank you, Millie Edwards.
If you believe within your heart, you'll know that no one can change the path that you must go. Believe what you feel and know you're right, because the time will come around when you'll say it's yours. Believe there's a reason to be. Believe you can make time stand still. And know from the moment you try, if you believe, I know you will. Leaving yourself right from the start. You'll have the brains and you'll have a heart. you'll have the courage to last your whole life through. If you believe in yourself as I believe in you. Believe that you can go home. Believe you can float on air. Click your heels 3 times if you believe. Then you'll be there. Believe in yourself right from the start. Believe in the magic right there in your heart. Believe all these things, not because I told you to. Just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself as I believe in you.
All right, I think we're done for the day. So every week we have a staff meeting, and in that meeting, we always talk about the music. So we talk a little bit, what's the title of your talk coming up, and Fred goes, all right, I've got the music, and he lets us know what it's going to be. And I have to admit that I did not listen to the song before I wrote this. Sorry, Fred. But I just want to point out that the music was picked based on the title. The sermon was written based on my title and the experience. And so let me just say, when I think of Crossroads, I think of the scene in The Wizard of Oz in which Dorothy first meets Scarecrow. I just want to point out, did you hear the lyrics in that song? Do you know the reference to the song? We did not coordinate that. But I'm thinking that somehow it was coordinated. So I think there is in that, right, in that knowing that the divine had a hand in the music, the divine had a hand in the message, that we can remember that the divine has a hand in our lives. If the divine can coordinate the music and the message on a Sunday service, the divine is helping us in every aspect of our lives. All right, so the scene in which Dorothy first meets the Scarecrow, she's walking along happily down the yellow brick road, and suddenly, do I have Jackie's microphone? Yeah. Make sure, is this one? Oh, yes. That's better. Okay, turn this one off. So she's walking down the yellow brick road. Bring this vision into your mind, right? And she's all happy, happy, happy. She was told to get to the Emerald City, to get that which you need, which is to go back home, just follow the yellow brick road. Simple directive. And so she's following it. And she's laughing and singing songs in her head, and then all of a sudden she comes to this crossroad where she has to make a choice. She has to go left or right. She can't continue straight anymore. The path doesn't go that way. And so she turns to Toto, her little dog, and says, "Oh, Toto, what do we do? Which way should we go?" And suddenly, the Scarecrow before her comes to life and says, "Pardon me, but that way's a lovely way. Although That way's pleasant as well. Now here's where I wish I wasn't holding the microphone, because he does this and says some people do go both ways. And she looks at him and says, "Are you doing that on purpose, or can't you make up your mind?" To which Scarecrow says, "I can't make up my mind. I don't have a brain." So, crossroads. Luckily, you and I have brains and not heads made of straw, but we also have a divine guidance system. That's the thing. That's the thing that we have, that no matter what situation comes in our lives, no matter when we are happily walking down one path thinking this is all I need to do is follow this path, right? And suddenly life goes and splits before you, and that path option is no longer available. Now you have to make a choice, left, right. The divine is with us, and the divine is on both paths. And the divine will be with us on both paths. So what's the problem? When we come to a crossroads, we could be in that place of, well, the divine is on either path. The divine is within me. The divine is going to walk this journey with me. And yet, I know this truth. And when I get to a crossroads, I don't, sorry to say, go, it doesn't matter which path I take. The divine is with me. I'll be fine. Most of the time, what happens in my reality is I come to a crossroads in life and I kind of hunker down for a while. Sometimes I even go back the way that I just came, trying to see, is there another way to go here? Like, did I miss a turn off somewhere? I'd write pros and cons lists. I journal about it for like a week. I ask my friends. One time, I had a situation in which I was trying to decide, do I take a job as an elementary art school teacher, going back to work when my son was about 3, or do I pursue Unity ministry? Okay, this was like a long, long pause at that crossroad, right? I pretty much set up a tent, lit a little fire, and I just sat there doing all the things. I'm going to say there was a pendulum involved at one point. Which should I do? I called a friend of mine who does shamanic journeying, and I asked her to journey for me. So she did this long process, and she comes back to me, and she shared this beautiful, detailed vision, like a dream. And at the end of it, she goes, so pretty much what Spirit is saying is the choice is yours. Was not the answer that I wanted to hear. And yet somehow, in hearing that, right, the thing that I should have known all along, when I got to the crossroads, the choice is mine. I can take either path. The divine is with me on either path. And yet when she came back with that affirmation for me, it was freeing in the sense that I now had somebody else telling me that I could pick either path. Is this just me? Does anybody else do this? Yeah. And life is full of these crossroads. In that beautiful poem that Reverend Eileen read this morning, what I heard was a crossroads moment. It was, yes, I'm looking out at the world right now and I'm seeing this pain and this hurt, and it's challenging. It is hard for us to walk the walk on this path when we see all of these things, these injustices, these challenges in life. And yet it is only when it becomes so broken and we become so raw that we are ready for change. I mean, it is at that point that we're pretty much like, pack the tent. I'm picking a path. It doesn't matter which one because something needs to change and I need to be the one to start it. That point where we are so raw, we become ready and willing and open to the divine. We are ready to let go our personal agendas. We are ready to let go of what we feel is comfortable. We are ready to let go of perhaps even some of the situations in our lives, the people in our lives. Even if we know that this path that I take might irritate some people, it might make some people think I'm crazy for walking this path, I know that I need to do it. Have you ever gotten there? Have you been sitting in these seats over the summer and feeling that tug within you? There's a little meme that went around on Facebook for a while, I don't know, probably a few years back, but it was this minister standing up in front of a full congregation, and the minister says, "Who wants change?" And everybody in the room raises their hand. We want to see change. And then the minister says, "Who wants to change?" Yeah. We're pretty happy just walking the yellow brick road if we know that there's only one path. But the moment that we have to make a choice, that we have to change something, we resist that a little bit. At least I resist that a little bit, and I know some other folks that have from time to time. When we are willing to say, I'm open to change, then we open ourselves to the beautiful possibilities that lie before us. The thing is that you all come here week after week, and we read our mission statement, and you've agreed to this because you keep coming back. Unity Church of Overland Park transforms lives and empowers people to make a difference in the world. Have you been transformed? Think about that. Think about the first time you ever came to this ministry, the first time you ever stepped in here, whether it was in this building, another building, perhaps watching online. Maybe you've never come into a physical space with us. And think of who you are right now. Have you been transformed? Donna has. How about you? Yeah. I know I have. And this past summer has been a doozy for me. I've been feeling this like call, that there's some new path that I'm supposed to go down. I've not quite figured it out yet. I'm still making my pros and cons list. But I came back from my trip to Italy and jumped into the movie series, our Fillmore Flicks series. And we watched and talked about Common Ground and Dolores. And having been in Italy and gone on several tours to organic farms, organic wineries, organic dairy farms, made my own pasta, right, from wheat that was grown down the street. And being in this very rural, non-touristy area, I was immersed in what it was like to really live off the land and to honor the land and to honor the generations of people that have been farming and supporting and creating this industry that really is an industry of love, free of pesticides. And then came home and watched Common Ground, and I'm thinking about what we do here as our practices. And then I watched Dolores and think about how do we treat those who are serving our food, creating our food, growing our food. And then Reverend Jackie begins this series on the Bible, but this different way of looking at it, right? The Lost in Translation series, what that was for me was like a call to arms. It was like step one, there's something that needs to change. And step two, was the spiritual gifts that each one of us have that enable us, that empower us to make a difference in the world. And so it literally, for me, has been this experience of this call to transformation and then the empowerment to do it. And so perhaps you've been feeling this too. Perhaps it's related to this series, but perhaps it's something else in your life that's been going on. Where are you being called into transformation? What does your crossroads look like right now? Now, if you, like me, like to hunker down in the crossroads and perhaps, dance circles with the scarecrow but not actually go anywhere for a while, I want to share a story with you of another spiritual leader who didn't quite set up a tent. But another person that we can look at and look at the story of crossroads and remember that no matter what path we choose, that's the path we're meant to be on. That's the right path. So how many are familiar with Siddhartha Gautama? How many are familiar with the Buddha? Yeah. So Siddhartha grew up a prince in the lap of luxury and sheltered from the outside world. So much sheltered that he had not encountered sickness ever in his life. He had not encountered old age or death. So the story goes. And one day, he ventures outside the castle walls in an act of desperate rebellion, right? I will get outside the walls and see what's out there. And what he finds, what he encounters out there is sickness, is old age, is death. Can you imagine having never been exposed to these things in your life? And in your young adulthood, seeing them for the very first time? It called for a transformation within him. He knew that he could not just ignore what had just happened, right? There was no walking backwards on the yellow brick path. At that point, he had to make a choice. I can either pretend that I didn't just see these things, or I can do something about it. How do I manage living with this knowledge that just a moment ago I didn't have? There has to be some way to deal with this suffering. And so he makes a choice, picks a path. And the path that he chooses is to live a life of asceticism, meaning he's going to be a holy man and live off the wilderness. He leaves the castle, he leaves his father, he leaves his royal lineage, he leaves his wife, he leaves his child. Now, some of us might be thinking, how dare he? How dare he walk away from that life? And yet that was the path that he chose. And he walked that path for a long time. And after several years, came to the conclusion, this path is not the path to end suffering. There has to be another way. Another crossroads, another choice, another path to choose. And so he sat under the Bodhi tree and meditated. He was there confronted with desires that he was able to say, no thanks, I don't want that. I'm not going back to that life. And it was there that he was enlightened. And in the enlightenment came to be the Buddha, to live from that consciousness that is within each and every one of us. And that consciousness taught others how to walk this path of enlightenment. And it was the middle path, right? Not the lap of luxury, but also not poverty. It was the middle path. So essentially, if you imagine that crossroads, left, right, What he did was he went straight down the middle, right down through the cornfield, right? I'm going to create my own path. And God is with me, is walking as me every step of the way. And what I love about this story is that he didn't choose one path and that was it. He then recognized, okay, I need to turn off of this path and choose another one. It's a beautiful example of what the spiritual journey is. All of the stories that Reverend Jackie has been sharing with us from the Bible are stories of the spiritual journey. And it is that journey that each of us is walking. So when we come to a crossroads, when something within us says something needs to change and it needs to start with me, then we are ready to allow spiritual transformation to take place within us. And we know that we are empowered through Spirit within us and through our community to make the choice, to pick a path. And the thing is, it's your choice. You get to choose either path or one of the 100 that are before you, right? Sometimes it's not so clear-cut. Do I do this? Do I do that? There's like all these paths before you. You get to pick anyone, and it is the right one for you. So the next time that you come to a crossroads, if you are standing there right now, know that we are standing there together. We can rely on our spiritual practices to help us make the choice, right? The Buddha came to be the Buddha through meditation, through deep listening to Spirit, to releasing all that had been so that he could be present to what is and what is calling forward. We can also, I don't know about you, but sometimes meditation, when I'm in this space of spinning, meditation feels like the last thing that's going to work for me. Because then I sit and close my eyes and write my to-do list or my pros and cons list. So doing an activity that can take you out of that mental space can help you listen to Spirit. Sometimes this could be going for a walk, moving the body, dancing. It gets you out of that space, and then you can listen. Writing, a journaling practice, is a beautiful, creative way of getting out of your head for a little while and then being able to listen to Spirit. Yesterday, I had the privilege of being able to participate and not lead a process painting workshop. And I spent 2 hours literally like playing with paint with my fingers and like scraping it with my fingernails. I was so out of my head that when she was like, oh, there's 15 minutes left, I was like, what? But by the end of that process, I felt so much more clear. And I heard it in everyone in the room. That was an act of meditation. Being able to just be present with the paint was meditation, and now I feel more clear. Now I feel more open. So we all have this opportunity in our lives to be able to bypass that inner voice that circles by doing something that gets us out of our mind and into our bodies for a little bit. And then move into that silent meditation. And when we are in that space, then we know without a doubt that Spirit is walking that path with us, that no matter which side we choose, it is the right way to go. And that Spirit will be walking with us all the way back home. And home is back to ourselves, back to our wholeness, back to the truth of our being. And as Dorothy says, there is no place like home. Thank you.
Thank you. you, Reverend Jen.
In the presence of the one, in the presence of the truth, all is healed, all is whole, all is well. In the presence of the one, in the presence of the truth, all is healed, all is whole, all is well, all is well. All is well.
All is well. All is swell. In the knowing of the truth of who and whose we are, I invite you to relax your body. As you settle in, perhaps take a moment to roll your shoulders, shake your hands, move the body just a moment. Release, release, release. And then allow yourself to find that stillness within. Feeling your feet on the floor if that feels comfortable to you. Closing your outer eyes or simply softening your gaze. Begin to bring awareness to the breath. For the movement of the breath reminds us of the cycle of life. We feel the inhale and the exhale. And we know that all is well. Right here, right now, right where we are, right as we are. All is well. For that one power, one presence is with us, is experiencing life as us, and all is well. For this moment, it is safe to release. It is safe to let go. We don't need to solve anything, to do anything. But in this moment, we can simply be. To be present. To be breathing. To be an expression of the light that we are. And all is well. So let's breathe together. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. One more. Breathe in, out. Allow yourself to be. To breathe. One breath at a time. May we come back home. Home to wholeness. Home to peace. Home to the knowing that we are empowered beyond measure. All is well. All is well. All is well. And so it is.
In the presence of the one, in the presence of the truth, all is healed, all is whole, all is well, all is well.
There are so many crossroads in life, right? Some multiple crossroads in a given day sometimes, I think. And even ministries have crossroads, don't they? And Reverend Jen alluded to just the decision points of where this community would meet from one year, one decade, one building to another. Every time a strategic plan is discerned, there are crossroads that are discerned. There are crossroads whenever we think about, do we come back? Do we want to continue to change? Do we want to transform? And throughout all of the crossroads this ministry has had and met up with over the last 50 years, you and all the yous over the years that you represent have kept coming back, and continue to discern which pathway to choose. And I believe that a big part of that is because we do realize that God is always with us. God is our source of all things. And every week we take a moment to acknowledge that and acknowledge you and all that you've given in so many forms that have kept this ministry alive and thriving. The things that are more intangible, just your time, your prayers, the offerings that you give that take the form of volunteer service hours and all the talents and gifts that you offer, and then that more tangible gift of financial support that we're now preparing to receive. All of it has made the Crossroads blessings in our lives, and we don't shy back from those that are still up the path ahead that we can't yet see. And God is our source of all things good. And so let's affirm that together as we bless all of our prosperity and abundance with the words to this offertory prayer. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am joy-filled and grateful.
down and I've been lonely. Every day a different story about what my heart is going through. When I think it's all behind me, heaven knows just where to find me. But when the clouds come into view, I know where the road goes. My way, I know wherever the road goes, every heart will have its day. Heaven knows just where I'm going. Face it all, not even knowing what the future lies ahead. You will put my faith in something. You don't care how hard you're running. If you're ever running scared, 'cause I know wherever the road goes, I will always find my way. I know wherever the road goes, every heart will have its day. Wherever it takes me is where I want to be. Wherever it takes me, I'm gonna keep my spirit free. Keep my spirit free. Wherever the road goes, I will always find my way. 'Cause I know wherever the road goes, I will always have its day. 'Cause I know I've been lonely, lonely. I know, I will find my way. I will find my
All right, all right. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Barb.
I'm Tiffany, and we have a few things to tell you about this morning. So this year's Fall Faith Series will begin on Sunday, September 21st. This year's book is called See No Stranger by Valerie Kaur, and this is your opportunity to join one of our small groups that will meet during the week and continue discussions about the Sunday messages about the book and those chapters while deepening connections with group members. Sign-up sheets for all of the groups and a copy of the book for purchase are available in the cafe after the service. And you can also sign up online using the link provided in the e-news. Groups are open to all people, so please feel free to invite friends and family to join.
Just a little plug. I started listening to that book. Has anybody started reading it?
Not yet.
Whoa.
All
You
right.
want to get in a group.
I've seen a video, though, a video promotion. It's amazing. It is going to be it's about loving people and there being no strangers. It's wonderful.
It takes you there. It takes your heart there, to reality. All right, Unity's World Day of Prayer is coming up. In-person events have returned to Unity Village with the opening ceremony at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, September 10th, which just happens to be Reverend Jackie's 5th anniversary as our senior minister. Yeah. Then on Thursday, September 11th, there will be an 11 a.m. prayer service and closing concert with Kit Holmes. Those services will be live streamed. In addition to all of that, if you want to deepen World Day of Prayer, you can attend a retreat at Unity Village September 8th through the 12th And more information is available at worlddayofprayer.org.
Okay, so the 2025 Unity Church of Overland Park Women's Retreat at the Hollis Renewal Center in Bonner Springs is less than 2 weeks away. So if you're at a crossroads and you haven't made a decision, I invite you to step into a yes for that retreat. And you can do that if you haven't registered yet at the cafe following the service. This is going to be a day filled with rich spiritual experiences led by Reverend Sherry McMurray. Raise your hand, Sherry. Yeah. Okay. Hey. Along with featured speaker Bethany Shipley and music by Reverend Aaron McCabe. If you have any questions, please see a member of the planning team at the registration table. Okay, planning team, raise your hand if you are part of the planning team. So look around. You can ask any of those lovely people about the retreat. And also you can use the link provided in the e-news as usual.
All righty. Now listen up. I have never heard anything like this or been to anything like I'm about to tell you about. So, all right, join us for a transformative and joy-filled weekend with Amy Steinberg here at the Fillmore KC event space on Friday, September 26th at 7:30 p.m. Amy will present her brand new one-woman show, Ministar, a cosmic soul revival. This show premiered to a sold-out audience in New York City. Let's show Amy, a Kansas City audience, and gather to experience this one-woman spiritual theatrical journey that blends music, humor, and storytelling into a soul-awakening evening. Come laugh, cry, and remember who you really are, a radiant expression of the infinite. Then, on Saturday, September 27th, from 1 to 2:30 p.m., Amy will offer Twinkle Twinkle, a Ministar play shop. In this play shop, Amy guides you through the home of your soul with theatrical exercises, singing, and creative expression. No experience needed. Be prepared to relax, have fun, and shine your beautiful little light. The tickets for the concert and play shop are $33 for each day, or attend both at a discounted ticket price of $55. Invite your friends and family to these two amazing events with Amy Steinberg. Purchase tickets online using the link in the Friday newsletter. So there you go.
Okay, we'll be there. All right, can everybody please join me now in speaking our mission statement together?
Unity Church of Overland Park transforms lives and empowers people to make a difference in the world.
Tiffany, very much. Thank you, Millie Edwards, Fred Albers, our band. Thank you all so much for all that you do, all that you offer. Okay, it's the last day of the month, so we've got one more Sunday that we want to give a shout out to our volunteer team of the month, which is our AV team, the back table, as I've heard it referenced the last 4 Sundays. Everybody back there, thank you all so much for all that you do to make us look good, make us sound good, and just keep us on, turned on here, because sometimes we're not. From our own mistakes. These packs things, it's not on my mind to turn it on all the time. So anyway, come on back next week. Keep coming back. Reverend Jackie will be back with us, and we're also going to welcome Reverend Kit Holmes as our guest soloist and speaker. She's going to offer a message that's titled, As You Are Enough. If you don't know of Kit, you're going to fall in love with her the moment you meet her. When I was in Traverse City, she lived in Michigan at the time, and she would come in and do some services and do some of our music as well. And she is just a heart of gold. So please make your plans to be with us next Sunday. And then some last quick reminders. Men's group has their meeting this coming Saturday. Be here in the cafe area. Yarn Blessings meets next Sunday. And then We are so excited that the Youth of Unity, the YOU group, is coming back to UCOP next Sunday as well. And so speaking of our youth, let's welcome in Amy or Kara and the kids and see what went on in class today.
Hello, we are back. We've got Cameron, Mila Rose, and Emily, and we've been playing in sand and listening to music, dancing around, and then I found this book called Something More, and it's Excavating Your Authentic Self, and we talked about, what does excavating mean? Digging. What does digging and excavating mean?
Playing.
Playing? Mm-hmm. Yeah? So it's like finding what makes you happy, right? What's a way that you can find what makes you happy?
Search.
Like try new things?
Sure. Yeah, like do things you've never done, I guess-ish.
What's something new you want to try?
Play with sand.
Playing with sand in different ways. Cool. Okay. So we just had a fun time today, and I hope you guys have a good Labor Day weekend, and please rise as you can for the last song.
Yes.
Yes.
Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious, respect the divine. Spirit of mine, spirit divine, let me shine your light. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Spirit of mine, spirit divine, let me shine your light. Let me be your vessel, let me be your vessel, let me be your vessel of love. Let me be your vessel, let me be your vessel, let me be your vessel of love. Please greet each other as you are able. Welcome each other to this house of joy and peace. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Spirit of mine, spirit divine, let me shine your light.
And now, from wherever you may be in the room, please join together in offering our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Have a wonderful week, everybody.